Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your love and support. As always, I remain loyal. So there's the first day you're coming across this channel for the first time. This is Agatha Progress channel, and I come across your way every blessed day. In this channel, as you can see, we bring the latest and we bring the happening all over the globe. And in this channel also, we react to all videos. Yes, all videos. And I do hope you join the family. Right now, this video you are about to watch, I don't know what you felt about this video, but I hope you do pick some sense from this video. All right, let's dive into the news in details.
Thank you.
You're welcome. May we know your name, please?
Nambekano. An old man that they call a young man, but I accept it. I think it's a compliment. It's a very big compliment. I accept it.
You are welcome to USA.
Thank you.
And before we further with many questions, there was an event that took place here in Crown Plaza Hotel, JFK, New York City. And I am the coordinator. The whole place was jam-packed. We were very busy in the hall, but I was meant to know that more than 70–60% of people were turned back, to the extent that the hotel, they had to shut down the elevator to deny people access to the floor where we're having the town hall. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I was told, because a lot of people have come ever since to complain. A lot of our people that live around New York area tried to get into the event. They weren't able to do so because their hall had filled to capacity and was overflowing. And even those that went to ease themselves couldn't get back in anymore because their seats were taken. And the fire service actually complained to the hotel that, we had too many people on the 9th floor of the Crown Plaza Hotel near JFK here in New York. And for that reason, they had to shut down the elevator. So a lot of people, very important people, I must say, weren't allowed to get into the hall afterwards. It wasn't very pleasant because I would have wanted to have all of them in the hall. But as it turned out, it allowed me then to go to a billboard the next day or two to go and address them, to calm their feelings and to assuage their worries, because a lot of them were worried that they couldn't come into the hall to hear me speak. So all in all, it was a well-managed event, or should I say incident. But next time, I hope we'll be able to get a bigger hall to accommodate everyone.
You're welcome. The next big question is this. Some people have asked me about that. The red heart that you're putting on there. Is it the significance of battle or war? Can you explain more about that red balance?
We are confronting the enemy right now as I speak, or as we interact. Anybody who doesn't know what is happening back home is either deceiving him or herself, or is living in a cloud cuckoo land, because the fact of the matter is that the enemies have come, they are in our land, and we are engaging them as we speak. On a daily basis, we are engaging them in Ebonyi, in Enugu, and before that in Anambra as well. And so it is a sign of the time. Anytime I'm putting on this hat, it signifies that our people are engaged on the ground massively in an effort to repel the vandals, the invaders who are in our land. They keep trying, but we keep repelling them, and we shall continue to do so. It doesn't matter what they say, how frightening their press statements may come across. Insofar as Biafra land is concerned, that is IPOB territory, and we shall continue to meet them.
Okay. In your analysis before you went to jail, you said in your broadcasts that when the people of Germany, but you were specific, precise, that when USA Biafrans will wake up, you will know that Biafra is here. I don't know if that's the reason why you came here. And I don't know if, based on your tour in the United States, do you believe that Biafrans in USA have opened up?
I believe they have with my coming. It has resonated. A lot of people have started to identify openly with IPOB and the entire Biafra project, whereas before they were slightly hesitant and fearful of their involvement. I would say it's a very good thing in general. All the events that I went to were well attended, culminating in the spectacular finale we had in New York City. And as you well know, Houston, New York, and Los Angeles are key areas for our people, and to an extent Chicago as well. So I would say overall that the consciousness of our people have been elevated to a position where nobody can claim ignorance of what we are trying to do or what we are trying to accomplish. So in that regard, I think we did accomplish what we set out to do in the first place. And mind you, we are coming back again here next year, in July of next year, to take our people down on a march to Washington. Some say it is 1 million. I call it 2 million. What I want to see on the street is 2 million people here in the USA, to let American people know that Biafrans are here, and to let them know that we have one yearning, one demand, one aspiration, and one goal, which is to restore Biafra. And at that point, I will be able to revisit your question. But I can tell you categorically that I have not changed nor wavered from the assertion that I made earlier, that the United States of America is pivotal, is central, is critical to the emancipation of Biafra from the clutches of the damnation they call Nigeria. And it will start here. It's already started anyway. It will culminate next year. And I believe by then would have gone way down, making sure that Biafra is restored as quickly as possible.
In the spirit of the Americans and the Biafrans Americans, there are so many negative questions that were thrown at you here in the US, like some of the reporters come across you. There were so many negative things that were said about you. I don't know if you're still angry with the Americans, or you okay?
No, I don't consider them as anything negative. It was an opportunity for people to know me better or to understand what we are fighting for. Sometimes negativity can be a very good thing, because amongst our people, gossip and innuendo tend to travel faster and quicker than correct news, so to speak. So when they come in contact with us, in contact with what IPOB stands for, they quickly change their mind. So I wouldn't see it as anything negative, but as a very positive opportunity for us to try and explain ourselves properly, that we might be properly understood also by the people.
Important point. We know you have already treated it, but all right? You have touched that part in many of your town hall meetings. But I would like you to bury it now, because you are in USA and you are in New York. The issue of defense fund. You have handled that issue. Can you enlighten more about that issue of the defense fund? Are you going to start it again? Or that will be it?
Defense fund will be ongoing at some point in the future. I will announce it. And by then, I hope that people would have been sufficiently informed as to the need for it to enable them make the decision to contribute towards it. Defense fund was not paid by Americans in totality, not even amongst IPOB family members. Those of you in New York did not pay.
We did.
No, we didn't say it. You didn't pay. No, you go and ask him for your money. You don't ask us. We are telling you.
We paid to Urania.
No, but the money.
That's why this is live, so he can hear you too.
Nene Anya is our overall finance officer, IPOB worldwide. And she is a woman of immense integrity and substance. One of the pioneer contributors to Radio Biafra and IPOB before a lot of people came along. Anything she tells me, I believe, is gospel. And everything is properly documented. You are aware that when we went to the Chicago town hall meeting, we provided proof of the money we paid to Bruce Fein.
Sure.
That some people claim they were paying.
Oh, can you put more enlightenment?
Absolutely. IPOB paid Bruce Fein $35,000.
My goodness.
Cash. We transferred from IPOB accounts in Germany to the law firm's accounts here in the USA. We never talked about it because we felt it wasn't something that needed to be ventilated for no reason. But they kept going on about it. Other groups, so to speak, claiming they're pro-Biafra, we are busy collecting money from people across the United States of America, pretending or lying to them that they were using this money to prosecute a case on behalf of IPOB. But that was a lie. And I challenged them when I went to Chicago. On the issue of the defense fund, United States of America contributed only $2,778, the whole of USA. And it's only Massachusetts that paid. If anybody has a right to complain about defense fund, it is Madam Erua and the rest of them in Massachusetts. No other human being. And the funniest thing is that those who did not contribute towards our defense fund are the people most vocal and most vociferous about it. And they have now pushed and pushed and pushed. I have published the entire account. Now the Fulanis know that we only have $154,000. Exactly, which is what we've been pushing for. Now we've told them. And look at all the time we've been fighting the Fulanis without making noise about it. Do people know or wish to even know how much we have spent fighting the Fulani oligarchy in our land, Miyetti Yala, Fulani headsmen, and all the rest of them? It takes and costs a lot to get these things to happen. Our people don't understand it because most of them have been raised on a diet of gossip. And it is a very shameful thing that some people that claim they're educated still bought into all that nonsense. But I'm very glad that now I'm in the USA, I can confidently say that we have put to bed all that nonsense. I'm not sure anybody will be brave enough to open their mouth to talk about defense fund anymore. I think we've buried that. Because I came here, I was in Houston, they didn't come out. I went to Chicago, they were nowhere to be found. In Los Angeles, the same. And I'm in New York, where I felt for the very first time we had an encounter that resembled a town hall meeting. Because I loved the very robust, should I say, counter-arguments that came from the floor. It was something that I enjoyed. But of course, we found out that the man was lying because there was no Abia sector to start with. Now, these are the things that we are being confronted with, that it is the liars and the cheats who complain so much because either they're driven by greed, envy, and jealousy, or they are being, controlled by Fulani somewhere in Abuja.